Good morning. It's not sure who's here yet, but I'm just going to wait a few minutes. It's our Facebook Live with St. Bridget's. Just wanted to say good morning to everyone. It's 10 o'clock and it's our time for Sunday service. So I'm going to wait a couple of minutes or seconds to see who's going to come on board. I just want to take this time to welcome you to our St. Bridget's Spiritual Church, and it's our Sunday morning service on Facebook. Typically, we have also been doing this in our little church that we have, but however, since COVID, we started doing this live. And our hope is that when this COVID is over, which it will be, we will be able to continue our Facebook Live and do our live service as well. So hopefully we can do both. And good morning, Denise. I see you have joined us, so good morning to you. So I want to start our morning with our opening prayer. So take a moment and I call upon the light of the source to stream into the world of man, to open the minds and hearts of men. Let the light descend. Allow the plan of light and love to unfold. I will do thy will for the highest good of all man. From spirit, through spirit, to spirit. I call upon my guides, guardians, and loved ones from the highest realms to support me in this time of learning and growth. Amen. Good morning, everyone. Some people are joining us. Wonderful to see you all. All right. And we're going to go into there we go. All right, our healing prayer. So this is the time when we actually invite our healing guides to come in and provide healing to us and to our loved ones. And encourage you to put down the initials of someone that you would like to, or people that you would like to send healing to as well. In doing so, as a unit, we're doing this together and provide that extra support and extra strength for the healing. So I invite you to do that as well. So our healing prayer. We ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstruction from our mind and body and to restore us to perfect health. We ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and we will do our part. We ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. We put our trust in the love and the power of God. Amen. Okay, if we take a moment and close your eyes and get comfortable and take a deep breath in. This is a time when we get to quiet our mind and to allow and to be open to receive healing from our spirit guide. And just take a deep breath in and exhale. And just feel the light coming down around you from above. Feel the warmth coming down through your body, the top of your head, to your eyes, to your nose, to your throat, down into your shoulders, into your chest and your abdomen. Feel the warmth of this light filling up every part, every cell, every organ of your body. Feel the warmth and the love coming through and the healing that is providing. It's a healing light, a loving light, a light that is supportive, that is loving, that is helping you to feel your emotions, to help you with your mental capacity, to help you with your physical health. It's there to open and to receive. And as we invite this light of love to come into our bodies, we're going to feel it coming down and through to our feet, down into the earth and to the ground. And we're going to feel the roots and the strength of the love of the Spirit coming down into the holders of the earth, wrapping itself around it and bringing it up into the soles of your feet, bringing it up through your body, the strength from the earth, Mother Earth, nourishing your body, nourishing your mind, and nourishing your soul. And feel it grow within you, and feel it expand out around you. And as you're doing that, think of all the loved ones, all the people who you want to send healing to, and ask for their guides, healing guides, along with yours. Help bring them health and the ever capacity that is needed. The help that they will receive, that they will feel, and they will sense all that is healthy and wonderful. They could feel this love coming in and healing them. And feel this going out and around into your communities and bring it out around into the world. Together as a whole, we can bring this energy of love to surround the world with all those who are suffering, all those that are hurting, all those that are in despair, all those who are sick. We feel the love of God, the love of light going forth to all the souls here on earth to help them feel the healing, the peace, and love and guidance from the healing world. Just feel and sense that going out around you, around your loved ones, around your neighborhood, around people in this world, and also of all the living things, the birds and the animals, the fish, all the four-legged friends, all the two-legged friends, all the ones that are out there on our earth today. Bring them healing and love. And as we do that, we bring it in and we thank our spirit guide, our healing guides for being with us and helping us and supporting our loved ones as well. And give them thank you. And come on back. Oh, good morning, Layla. It's wonderful to see you guys. Okay. Um, so today, what I wanted to do, forgot to do one more thing. Forgot to talk about our 7 principles because actually I want to talk about one of them today. So I'm going to go over them. So as spiritualists, we have adopted the following principles. A divine source recognized as God, the unity of all life, communication, guidance, and healing from the spirit world, the continued existence of the spirit, personal responsibility for every thought, word, and action, reward and consequences for all deeds according to God's natural laws, eternal progress is open to every spirit, and freedom of interpretation of the 7 principles is acknowledged. So what I want to do is talk about today is hi Claire, good morning. Eternal progress is open to every spirit. There's a quote that I saw, and I thought this was interesting. I started thinking about what it meant. And it says, impertinence is a principle of harmony. When we don't struggle against it, we are in harmony with reality. And this is a quote by Pema Chodron. And so I looked up the word impermanence and I was like, what does it mean? It means not permanent. It means change. It means evolving. Good morning, Leslie. It means that every moment of our life right now, we are changing. And it's so subtle that we don't know it. And so I was looking at some information about it, and I came across, where did I put it? Oh, there it is. I came across this meaning of it, and it says, moments come and go, day pass by, turning into weeks, then months, and then years. You and the life you lead are constantly changing. Nothing is permanent. It is beneficial to remind yourself of this as you confront adversity. As a negative emotion becomes overwhelming, at some point, nearly all of us experience grief resulting from the loss of a loved one. Many of us will be in a state of sadness, pain, and anguish over a breakup or a termination of a job, and a number of us will become the unfortunate victims of crimes or wrongdoings. Considering these possibilities doesn't have to be morbid. There's no denying that each of us will experience challenges of our well being over which we have no control. If we are able to face these situations knowing that nothing is permanent, then we are more likely to appropriately handle and overcome them. And just as negative occurrences are not permanent, neither are positive ones. Realizing this is important to construct a balanced perspective. Becoming aware of the impermanence of all situations can fuel one's passion for relinquishing and savoring the wonderful parts of life. Rather than viewing these situations as inevitable, we can begin to see them as precious gifts as they are. So it's like looking at life, and when we look at the ebbs and flows that we've gone through in our lives, we look at all the changes that have happened, especially within this last year. Oh, good morning, Wendy. Especially in this last year, where, I mean, there's been so much change just in our day-to-day living, having to put masks on and all the COVID stuff, and we already know about all that stuff, and how that's impacted our life and the change that it has, and the loss that we've had, the connections, our loved ones, concerns, worry. Um, and I found that this year has been a crazy year for a lot of people. I know that personally for me, I know there's been a lot of loss of young lives, and it's been very challenging. And and then there's been a lot of suffering for the people who've lost loved ones and have been faced with despair, sadness, loss of jobs, financial despair. And so it's like suffering. It's like we're suffering, and why? Why are we suffering? And then I read this about impermanence and how change comes, and it's part of life that we do go through these changes. And so, because our spirituals church and the spiritualists, we also um, look at silver birch, and silver birch is a guide, a higher guide that came to Maurice Barbarel um, back in the early 1900s. And in his experience through Silver Birch taught a lot of life lessons. And one of them was about the reasoning for suffering. And so I'd like to share that with you today. And it says, um, this is what Silver Birch says. So deep is his conviction, so sapient his interpretation of the law, that at times Silver Birch seems almost indifferent to suffering. We point to a law that is a law, he declares, and this is Silver Birch talking, a law that has always operated, a law that will always operate because the eternal mind is responsible for its being. Live with the law, and you have harmony and peace within and without. Live contrary to the law, and you impose discord and chaos within and without. You are spiritual beings. One day you will have to face this fact. Better to do so now and save yourselves years of needless difficulty. Such an eloquently could be misconstrued as callous, especially when an undeveloped soul or one blinded by the tears of grief listen to the guide tell of all the necessities of suffering and sorrow. But as Silver Birch has explained, the Great Spirit is infinite love, and nothing happens in the world, in the whole universe, without his knowledge. All suffering automatically brings its own reward because it touches the soul, and in doing so, gives it a greater awareness of the higher, deeper, and more profound aspects of the universe. He told the circle on one occasion, and the circle is where Silver Birch would, there was a gathering every week, and Silver Birch would come through Murray's Barber Ale and give these teachings. And so when he talks about that, he's talking about the circle. So he told the circle on one occasion, "Your world does not understand the function of pain and suffering, and difficulty and hardship, but all these play an important part in the evolution of the human spirit. Look back in your own lives and see that often the greatest crises, the most difficult problems, the darkest hours were the stepping stones that led to greater understanding. You would not evolve if forever you dwelt in the sunshine, lived free from care, anxiety, and worry, where every approaching difficulty was automatically smoothed out so that it never touched you, where there were no rough stones in your path, where there were nothing for you to conquer. It is in the facing of, the raising supreme over trouble that you grow." When you read that, it's like, really? It's like, really? It's like, I would love it so I didn't have any problems. I wish life would just flow and it would be happy. And then when you think about that, you think about the fact that if that was always so, and you know that life can become mundane when you keep doing the things over and over and over again, and then it kind of gets really flat. And so this is what I was looking at when I was read that, because my instance was like, it would be so nice to have that. But then again, in reality, when you think about that, how much would we appreciate that over time? So he goes on and says, "Every experience is part of the pattern of your life," he told another gathering of the circle. "You try to judge eternity by temporal happenings. You see in matter apparent confusion, but you do not realize a divine thread runs through all your lives. In the great universe where harmony is the law, each one of you contributes to the plan. The events in your lives, sometimes of bitterness and despair, of pain and misery, all play their part in preparing the soul gradually for the path that is being trodden. The darkness and the light, the sorrow and the sunshine are all but reflections, excuse me, of one whole. Without shadow, there could be no light. Without light, there could be no shadow. The difficulties of life are steps which enable the soul to rise." Good morning, Sean. Difficulties, obstacles, and handicaps. These are trials of the soul, and when it conquers them all, it rises stronger, more purified, deepened in intensity, and more highly evolved. Do you think that the latent powers of the soul, infinite in their possibilities of expression, could realize themselves without difficulty and pain, without shadow, without sorrow, without suffering or misery? Of course not. Do you think that the latent powers, the joy and the laughter can only be enjoyed to the full when once you have drained the cup of sorrow to the dregs? For as low as you can fall in the scale of life, so correspondingly you can rise. The more you have tested or tasted and experienced that which seems the shadow of earthly life, the more you will appreciate, because of it, the greater joys of the sunshine. Your experiences are all part of your evolution. One day, freed from the trammels of flesh, with eyes not clouded by matter, you will look back in retrospect and view the life you had lived on earth, and out of the jigsaw of all the events you will see how every piece falls into its allotted place, how every experience was a lesson to quicken the soul and to enable it to have greater understanding of its possibilities. There is no experience that comes to the human soul which, rightly understood and rightly faced, does not leave you better for it. Can you contemplate a world of matter where there were no good difficulties, no trials to trouble, no pain, no suffering? There would there would be evolution. There would be nothing to surmount. You would decay. So, in this, I just again, looking at this is because how do you appreciate when you're experiencing loss, when you're experiencing sorrow? It's a hard place. It's a hard thing to go through. But again, impermanence means it's not permanent. It evolves, it changes, and so do you. And so in your times of sorrow and grief and loss, know that there's change in that. And not just within, but it's also spiritually that you will change because you'll grow within that as well. So I'd like to, I found, also came across this meditation where it helps you to look at maybe looking at yourself and looking at life and looking at um, letting go of things and looking at life and appreciating what you have in the moment now and being more present now because this is really all we have. So just sit back and relax and take a few moments to breathe deeply, release any tension in your body. Now watch your breath and focus your attention on the breathing. Feel your chest rise and fall with each breath. Feel the air as it flows in and out of your lungs, and feel the brief pause between the breath. The moment of rest and stillness, consider how each breath comes and goes, ebbs and flows like the tide, just like life. Every breath is an exercise in impermanence. Follow the sensation. Now expand your awareness to take in all of your five senses. Notice each sight, sound, smell, taste, and feeling. See how fleeting they are, how quickly they rise and pass. Such is the nature of all phenomena in the universe. Watch your thoughts. If there's anything more subtle and slippery than physical sensations, it's the thoughts that pass through the mind like clouds through the sky. Spend a few minutes watching as ideas, memories, moods, emotions come and go. See how they take shape, as if from nowhere, then see how they dissolve and fade away. Look back over the course of your life at all the things you've seen and done, the places you've been, the people you've known, and where they are now. Think back to your younger years, the things that you thought you knew with such certainty, with which have since been revealed as naivety and foolish. See how the years have changed you. What happened to the young dreamer you used to be? Look forward into the unknown. Now cast your thoughts forward in time. Where might you be in 1 year, 2 years, 10 years? What will life be like? How many people will come and go? How many things, great and small, good and bad, will happen to you in the years to come? How might those experiences change you? What convictions are you so sure now that tomorrow will be shattered? The world will never look or feel the same to you again as it does right now. As sure as the sun will set, the night will fall. The person you are today will pass away and you will become someone new and different. Embrace your own death. Now look ahead as far as you can to the inevitable conclusion of your life's journey. You know how the story ends because no one gets out alive. Everyone you know, everything you love and cherish, eventually you will have to say goodbye. All the cares and concerns of the world, which occupy so much of your thoughts, your time and energy, one day it will all mean nothing. You will have to let it all go. Imagine that. What does it feel like to let everything go? To sever all ties, to be free and released from this body that holds you, that the name identifies you from all that you think of as you. Sit with that feeling, scary, sad, lonely, liberating, depressing, infuriating, whatever. Embrace it, explore it, make peace with it. if you can. When you bring back your awareness to the present, to the here and now, how has your perspective changed? In the cold, clear light of impermanence, what in your life is most important? What doesn't really matter at all? Knowing that death, inevitable fact, what will you do with the time that you have? How would you want to show up if this moment was all that you had? And guess what? It is. So I'd like to leave you with that, to think about the present, think about being in the moment, think about the experiences that you're having, the emotions that you're having, the fears that you're having, the anxiety that you're having, the happiness that you're having, the joy that you're feeling. Embrace it, and knowing that it's impermanent, that it's going to change, it's going to evolve, because that's what life's about. And in that, in those times, as Silverbridge said, is your self evolving, your soul's evolving, your spirit's evolving. And so embrace, and knowing that the suffering, the loss that you're feeling now is part of life, is part of the journey, it's part of growing emotionally, it's part of growing spiritually, and it's part of you being able to um, learn to let go of the losses that you've had, and to be able to move forward in your life and appreciate today, appreciate the moment, appreciate now. So I'd like to leave you with that. Um, and I hope that was had you found some meaning in that, and that you found that, looking at right now where you are and where you've been and where you are going to go, which we don't know 100%, but we can also put it out there that, um, we will not be the same as we are at the moment right now. So before we close, I wanted to let you know of some upcoming announcements and some things that are happening with our church. Um, oh, I would like to let you know that St. Bridget's has the St. Bridget's Pantry, and this is for those that are in need. And so please contact, you can do that through our Facebook page, through our website if you know of someone, or you are, oh, thank you, Leslie. Needing something or for someone, please contact us and we will do our best to get that to you. Also, every Thursday at 7:30, we have our meditation or healing with Reverend Richard Lanigan. And so please join us once a week there. And of course, Sunday service, it's going to be either one of us or ministers that'll be providing over the service. And so that's every Sunday at 10 o'clock. And also want to let you know that on December 5th, we do have an evening with spirit. It's going to be, I think that's a Friday evening, I'm not sure. We will be having some special guests. So it's not on our website yet, but please check our website, our Facebook page, and Instagram, and it'll be posted within the next week. And that will be on December the 5th. And that will be an evening with spirit. And I'd also like to leave you with a quote from Silverbridge. It is not when the sun shines that the soul finds itself. It is not in the bed of roses that the soul comes into its own. It is in the hazards and the challenges, the difficulties, the hurdles, and obstacles. These provide the only means by which the soul can release its latent divinity. So this is where we grow, this is how we get closer, and this is how we learn to appreciate and love through our trials and tribulations. So now we're going to say the closing prayer. As we depart, we ask the love and the light to stream forth from our work here tonight. May it heal and support those that are in need. May we return to our earthly journey and always endeavor to strive towards the highest good. We wish to thank our guides, guardians, and loved ones, the highest realms, support us in this time of growth. Till next we meet, may your path always be lit by the light. And I wish you a wonderful day and embrace your moment, embrace you, embrace your loved ones, and embrace the day. So have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. So take care. Bye.